My name is Scott. I was originally from 87 to 89 in the Army Reserve as a tow gunner. And I got out for a couple of years, went back in from 91 to 94 as a medic. Got back out in 94, went to work for the fire department. After 9/11, volunteered in '07, re-enlisted as a medic, and till 2010, and ended up over in Iraq for a year. We were working like 12-hour days while we were over there, from 10 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night. And I was having some physical fitness issues. My weight wasn't where it was supposed to be by Army standards. And I started to feel more and more depressed. The workload was just seemed to be getting worse and worse. It was getting hotter and hotter every day. You know, you stopped enjoying yourself. You used to like going to work, and then it got to the point where I just couldn't stand it anymore. Just wanted to wait for a day off. The suicidal thoughts I had sometimes would be laced with the fact that I feel like I failed some of the patients, because we're there for 12 hours, and you have limited access to the patients because they're all locked up constantly. And so at the end of the day, every day you would think about that one or two patients you didn't see, that you said, oh, I'll be back. So one day I was just sitting there, waiting for the last couple of medics to come in from their compounds at the end of the shift to drive the bus back. About an hour later, my platoon sergeant was there, asking what was going on and stuff like that. I told him, I said, yeah, I can't take it much anymore. It's just, day in and day out, the same things. And they took me over to the mental health, they took away my weapon, took me to the mental health counselor and stuff like that, and to talk to them, and I ended up talking to like the psychiatrist over there, and they started me on some medication, which made me start feeling better, and they took my bolt away for a while, like a week, to make sure that everything was okay. And then about a month after that, they finally ended up moving me out of the wire. Every week or two, I'd meet with the counselor, and we'd go over like how I was feeling, if I'd have any episodes where I felt like hurting myself, what did I do that if I felt like hurting myself, did I tell anybody? Um, we'd talk about home life. Was there any stresses at home that were causing, besides being away, was there anything at home that was causing stresses too to make things worse? They listened, and they helped you out. It made you feel better. That you could walk out of there and know that you were going to be, I left there feeling better every time. We came back in September of '09. I was discharged off active duty October of '09. And shortly after that, I got a phone call about I was up for promotion. I was promoted. I was going to be promoted. I was going to be going to a different unit, which was actually closer to home. I was there for maybe a year, doing 1 weekend a month. This time we were going to Afghanistan. So within a year of being home, I was going to be going away again. And my mental health started to deteriorate even more. Every day on the highway, it was, I considered driving my car into a truck. I was thinking about the fact that we were going to be deploying again. It was putting a lot of stress on my wife, and it was definitely going to cause a strain. It was going to cause a mental strain, a financial strain on the family, and it just made things just get worse and worse. I ended up calling the crisis hotline on the Army one day, talked to them for a little bit, talked to my platoon sergeant and stuff like that, and then I ended up seeing an Army psychiatrist, and we went over what was going on, how I was feeling, and they found that it was best that I get out. The psychiatrist and psychologist I see right now is actually through private practice, just because I had hooked up with them pretty quick when I got out. I see the VA for other things, like I have hearing loss, I have hearing aids from them. I have sleep apnea, which I see them for. If I didn't have something, I know the VA would be right there for me to give me the help I need, but I happen to have private practice that does it right now, so I just stick with them. I see a psychologist every 3 weeks. I see a psychiatrist once to twice, every couple of months for medication and stuff like that. And I'm still here because of it. I work full-time as a firefighter. I'm using a GI Bill. I go to school for photography. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to that's not going to judge you. Get the help you need. Talk to somebody. You got to, live, and just, you get better. If not, no matter how bad it gets, there's a way to get better.